Because I absolutely love how you present. I love you're fun to listen to. That's great. And so
I'll send you some samples.
Yeah, I don't need them. I've got you live in front of me speaking. That's awesome. So guys, you could actually please don't hire Alicia. I want to hire Alicia for her voice. Now you of course are gonna have people, I don't like my voice. My voice sucks. Well, then don't do that one. There's 51 other ideas.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I've had students say, but I have this accent or I sound kind of funny. And I'm like, well, use that to your advantage. The interesting thing was when I taught this in Jamaica, I had a lot of Jamaicans doing voiceover and doing it with their Jamaican accent. And then in South Africa, they were getting hired by a lot of South African companies to do radio commercials and stuff because they said the Jamaican voice was the closest they could find to the South African voice. So then I went to South Africa and I trained, it was maybe 46 women to do voiceover there. And so they started getting radio jobs and, doing different commercials and stuff because there was nobody that had taught it there yet. So there was no voice actors yet on Fiverr from South Africa. And the thing is that those ladies had the same thing like, oh, my voice isn't so good or who wants my accent? But they found that people from all over the world hired them.
So I have a funny side story, and he's one of my closest friends. I hope he won't mind me sharing it. One of my good friends, Ritaban, is a big-time e-com expert, and he would watch me do videos, and he wanted to do videos, and he's from India, and he would always say to me, he's like, well, you have an unfair advantage. You have that sexy American accent, right? I don't. I have an Indian accent, and I always used to say, like, that's just rubbish. It's an excuse. So one day, he finally starts making videos, and he starts putting them up on YouTube and all of this. And he has an Indian accent, and suddenly he discovers that he also has a market because of that accent.
That's right.
And he has become the #1 Shopify/e-commerce trainer in India.
There you go.
With brand endorsement deals with PayPal and Shopify and all these.
Look at that.
And like now I can't get him on the phone. If you're listening, Rito. But yeah, like you seriously, your voice, you don't know, you think what you think, but you don't know where it fits. So, but yet still, I think the whole point here is look at the plethora of options. You need just one of them and you could be making more than a full-time income from home. Number 5?
Yeah. Number 5 is the one that we've talked about already, but I just want to touch on it one more time because this is the big one that I'm going to show live on the workshop, and that is doing ebook cover design. So the thing is that so many authors right now are just uploading books. I don't even know what the statistic is, but it's like huge. A gazillion books are getting uploaded to Amazon.
It's because of Ty.
That's right. It's because of Ty.
It's because of Ty.
He's like this whole industry now of people uploading their books and ebooks. But let's not even talk about Amazon. People like you and me who are writing special reports and books and putting it up on the internet, they all need book covers done. So I have a student, Carrie Ann, who's doing this, and she's making $6,000 a month. After 6 months in the business, she was, averaging $6,000 a month doing book cover designs. And so you can find her on Fiverr, and she did my latest book that's on Amazon. She did my book cover for me. So I paid her $175. It's done, and it looks great, and it's up on Amazon. And,
amazing.
Yeah, and she did it on a free tool. Absolutely free tool.
And I want to repeat to everybody, you have to come to the workshop because I listened to Alicia say this the first time. And I heard her say tool. And I heard her say no design needed, nothing. And I still was like, nah, I don't know how to do book covers. And then I watched her. And I remember my jaw on the ground. I was like, whoa, that was cool. Because like 98% of the work is done. You just click, move some things, put in names, and you're done. I mean, and you get to charge a lot of money for something that takes minutes of your time and looks great. Using this tool, but we're not going to reveal what that is. You have to show up for the workshop. It is cool though.
It is really cool.
Yeah, if you're listening and if you have even a 5% of you saying, not for me, I don't know how to design. Seriously, I challenge you. Show up to the workshop, watch, and if your jaw doesn't drop, well, I'll be shocked. It will.
The funny thing with that is I was telling my mom what I was doing on my webinar, and she was asking me what I was doing. And I said, well, I'm designing a book cover and showing everybody how to do it. My mom said, you couldn't even color in the lines as a kid. How are you doing that? I'm like, Mom, there's a tool out there where you don't have to color in the lines anymore. It's like title, replace the title, picture, insert here. She's like, oh, you can do that.
Yeah, but even still, I think you have to see it.
You have to see it.
To see the simplicity and the